What up, y'all? Sticks and Politics. Well, today's discussion, what we're going to be talking about today, is older single women, dating, and just pretty much life in general. So, first subject, older single women. So you go around on TikTok or YouTube, and you see all these older single women. And by older, I mean 30 plus. And they all talk about the same thing, about how they're happy to be single, they're good with being alone, how they don't need no man because they pay their own bills, they have their own house in their own name. And then they go to say, where's all the good guys at? I'm single because I haven't met the right guy. Well, honey, I'm here to tell you, don't worry. You're going to meet the right guy very, very soon. His name's Jesus. Because your ass is getting old. And everybody dies. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, but that ain't fair. Some women they can still get dates and shit. Yeah. You're going to find plenty of men that's willing to fuck you. But do you have any man who's getting on his knee and handing you a ring and asking you to marry him? No, you don't. Why is this? Why would a man not want a woman who has her shit together? Not want a woman who has her own place? Not want a woman who makes her own money, motherfucking money? Well, I'll explain that to you. As a man, we don't give a shit about your goddamn money. It ain't gonna help us out none. As a man, we don't care that you got your own place. We don't want to move in with you. Men don't want to live with women. And by live with women, I don't mean they don't want a woman to move into the house, because that's cool. That's perfectly fucking fine. But don't no man in his right mind want to move into a house that's in a woman's name. You got to be the stupidest motherfucker alive if you do that. And nextly, well, honey, you have standards. And unfortunately, your standards eliminates 90% of the men that's in this world today. I hope y'all realize that females outnumber men 7-1. That's a fact. You can look it up. Y'all outnumber men 7-1. So for every one guy, there's 7 women competing for him. That's right, I said competing for him. Because any man that's worth a fuck, y'all are competing for. So, you mean to tell me that your 30+ year old ass feels like you qualify for a high value man, a man that makes 10% of the men in this world, on top of being seven girls per one guy? So you further eliminated your statistical advantage, and you wonder why you're single. But honestly, once you reach your 30s to your mid 30s, really the only man that's going to want you is the average guy. You're not going to get a high value man, because let's face facts, high value men don't want to date women with baggage. They don't want another man's debt. And by another man's debt, I mean your fucking kids. It takes $50,000 a year to raise one kid. If you've got multiple kids, that's an extra $30,000 for each additional child. And I'm being generous and taking off $20,000. So you women that's got 2, 3, 4 kids, y'all walking around with a $200,000 a year income needed debt. Most men don't want to deal with that shit. And you wonder why you're single. You have nothing to offer men. What do you have to offer a man besides a used box and some debt? Nothing. Most of you don't even want to be women. Whenever a man comes to you and says, I don't want you to have a job, I want you to stay at home and do women's work, for some reason that fucking offends y'all. So you don't know how to be a woman. And you wonder why good men, your idea of a good man, you wonder why the good men don't want you. Because you're valueless. You hold no value. Name one thing in life, one item that gains monetary value the more you use it. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm still waiting. I'm kind of thinking that I'm being met with either cussing or a fuck him, he's a misogynistic asshole. No, I'm not misogynistic. In fact, I actually love women. But what I do believe is everybody has their place. If you gonna be with somebody and you expect them to go work a motherfucking job every goddamn day, come home, deal with kids, deal with you need to bring something to the motherfucking table. You know, I hear a lot about women. I do this by myself. I do this by myself. Yeah. Men pay the goddamn bills by their fucking self. They go to their job and put up with their fucking boss's mouth and bullshit by their goddamn self. That's part of being in a relationship and being married, is doing shit and handling responsibilities by your fucking self. Because let's face facts. If you constantly hold your goddamn hand out and expect someone to hold your fucking hand, what use are you? How can we depend on you? If you're going to be a stay-at-home mother, then your man needs to come home to absolutely nothing needing to be done. Because guess who paid for the home? Him. If he decided that he was tired of doing all this shit by his goddamn self and just took his money and ran off with the whore next door that was 10 years younger than you, where would that leave you? See, you women, you're not looking in the mirror and saying, what is my worth? Your pussy ain't worth a damn thing. It is not special. Sex is old. It's boring. It ain't no fun. Every time a man sticks his pecker in a girl, it costs him. And it cost him a lot. So sex really is losing its nostalgia, as it may be. I think a lot of you women need a fucking reality check. See, because you think you're cool, independent, and you don't need a man, but yet if we was to strip you of every single technological advance that man has ever come up with and threw you on an island by yourself, now what I'm saying has already been done. And it's been proven of what I'm saying. It's facts. Throw you on an island by yourself with a bunch of other girls, you'd have to be rescued because you wouldn't be able to survive. It's already been done. They did it. Bear Grylls Island. He took 30 women. And what's really sad is these women failed. Like, really bad they failed. They just completely fucking sucked. But beyond the fact of them failing, before they dropped them women off on that island, you know that they actually altered the island to give the women an advantage? Because they did this to men and women. Except for they didn't do nothing to the goddamn male island. They left all the venomous motherfuckers that could kill their asses, fuck them up for life. All that shit was left. But on the females' island, nah, they couldn't do that. They had to make sure that it was catered to the women because their fragile little bodies wouldn't be able to take it. So fragile, so fragile. I don't see how you can be a fucking adult and realize you're that goddamn weak and then act prideful. I'd be embarrassed, man. I wouldn't be proud at all. But these women, they dropped them off. Within 3 days, 3 to 4 days, they had no base camp, no fire, no water. Motherfuckers was dehydrating and practically thirsting to damn death. They had to end the show because people felt like it wasn't fair. You can't put women in situations where they actually have to depend on their abilities as human beings. That's not fair. They shouldn't be treated equally as men. They should get an advantage and they should be treated like they're weak then. But don't look at them like they're weak then. Look at them like they're equals. No, bitch, if you can't beat my ass, I'm not going to treat you like you can beat my ass. Women need men, men don't need women. Women control access to sex, men control access to marriage. Yeah, sure, you control access to sex, but guess what? You're going to be fucking 15 years of your life, and then the rest, nobody's going to want to sleep with you. Yeah, sure, you have people sliding into your DMs now, and motherfuckers that you would like to be with. But they always got qualities that you're going to friend zone them, or you're going to fucking push them to the side that you don't like, or they don't make enough money. Women are a very entitled lot of individuals. They're the only fucking human I've ever known of that will bring this much to the table and expect this much. But if your man did that, oh hell, you wouldn't be with him long. Let him say, honey, how about this? You get a job, you pay this $2,300 a month rent, you pay $5,000 in bills every month, and I clean the house. I take care of everything, girl. Don't worry about it. Let's see how many of you women are okay with that. But you're okay with the man doing it, right? But see, as men, we don't complain about that. We're not weak like you are. What we are is we accept it and we're like, cool. Just make something that's good to eat. We're fine. We'll do that. Because men are protectors. We're providers. That's what we do. I can't think of any major invention that a woman has invented that has benefited society. Seems like everything that has ever been invented was invented by a man. If y'all can name me one thing that women invented that has helped society, that's men and women alike, not just girls. Name me one invention that a woman has invented that has benefited all of humanity. Everyone around the world. I can't think of anything. I seriously can't fucking think of not one goddamn thing. But yet we're equals, right? Y'all are queens, right? Y'all deserve a man that's gonna get on his knees and kiss your feet and let you just beta his ass out, and you could go sleep with other men. That's fine. That ain't how it works, honey. Average men are getting tired of this shit. Soon, y'all have already made it to where high value men know better than to mess with your asses. That's why you see men who make a little bit of money go for these young girls. That's why you see them having 20-something-year-old wives. You want to know why? Because they could program that bitch. They could teach her how to be a wife. She isn't so annoyingly naggy that she could be taught how to be a wife. You don't know how to be a wife. You know how to be a man. You know how to have your chest swelled up and say, I am woman, hear me roar. You know how to have all that masculine energy, but you don't know how to be a wife. That's why you're getting fucked and not getting married. That's why you're getting strung along If you're sitting here asking, where are all the good men at? It's because you're a piece of shit. You don't know how to be a wife. Anytime you've got a boyfriend and he struggled, you know what you've done? You've told him he ain't shit. You told him he can't fucking do it. You've complained and said that I don't think I want to be in a relationship no more. I should go be with someone else. I should do this. I should do that. Instead of acting like a goddamn wife and womaning up and being his fucking king and pushing being his queen and pushing your king to achieve more. See, a real queen, her king will take a fucking test. And he says, damn, girl, I'm struggling with this. She says, let me see that. Let me see if I can't do it for you. And she'll do that shit. So that's a queen. A real queen, if her man is drawing out battle lines and she sees a flaw in it, or he misses something, she says something. She don't sit there and say, nigga, you fucking stupid. You missed this shit. Because most times, that's the way our females talk to us. Talk to us like dog shit. Treat us like we beneath them. Meanwhile, we the ones paying for every goddamn thing. But yet we beneath you. That's the reason why you're single, honey. That's the reason why you can't find no good man. That's the reason why these men come up in your crib, fuck the shit out of you, blow your goddamn back out, and then fucking leave. Because you ain't shit. You a trick. Don't be a fucking trick. Stop throwing your pussy out to motherfuckers who ain't gonna do nothing. You sit here getting pregnant by the gas clerk attendant, and then expecting a motherfucker who's making $22, $25 an hour to pick up the fucking bill. And then you don't want to kiss his ass. Let me tell you something, especially single fucking mothers. If you want a good man, you better be prepared to kiss your man's ass, girl. And I know that sucks. Anytime he wants his dick sucked, bitch, you better fucking lock your knob and get on that shit. Because you know what? You come with baggage. You come with debt. And you offer nothing that can compare to what you're asking from him. So the best thing you can do is act like his goddamn wife. Suck and fuck that motherfucker anytime he wants to. Clean his goddamn house. Take care of the fucking kids. Make him something warm to fucking eat. Because whenever he comes home and he feels like, God damn, this is the life. This is awesome, man. I love working for this shit. He won't leave you. But if you're a lazy ass cunt and you think, well, fuck him. I do this by myself. I don't got no help. You're going to get left. You're going to waste years of your fucking life and you're going to end up single. Or as soon as the kids are old enough to leave the house, he's going to leave you. Because that's the only reason why he's staying, is the kids. And yeah, men do that. We will stay because of the kids. So that way our kids have a good life. And as soon as the kids are out the house, bitch, you on your own. Is that really what you women want to be treated like? I think y'all need to open up your minds a little bit and realize what the fuck you doing. Ask yourself, would I want to be treated the way I'm treating this man? And I can guarantee you that if you ain't being fucking biased, or you ain't you actually putting yourself in that man's position, in that man's shoes, you would say, fuck no, I don't want to be treated like that. Man, fuck no, I don't want that shit. Imagine you being a single parent and their kids telling you to shut the fuck up. And then the other parent looking at you saying, well, those ain't your kids, you can't do shit. But you better feed them. You better buy them Christmas presents. You better buy them birthday presents and all this other bullshit. I don't think you women realize what the fuck you're asking. Ain't nobody gonna deal with that shit. That's why you single. That's why you don't have a ring on your fucking finger. Because you're a piece of shit. Bottom line. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Sticks and Politics. I hope this opened up some few eyes. I hope this could teach our women to be real women. Because if you really look back and you flip back in your family book about 30, 40, 50 years, and you look back at 1950 and you look back at 1960, 1970, I know you're going to say that those are misogynistic time periods. Women knew how to be women. They didn't have careers. Their career was their family. They didn't have goals. Their goals was their husband. These aren't bad things. This don't make a woman any less of a woman. In fact, actually, it makes her more of a woman. Because it makes her a high-valued woman. You make up your mind what you want to be. You want to be a low-valued whore or a high-valued wife? Because you're either or. You're not both. Sticks and Politics. Scat!